Sheena from Sheena Rae Beauty, and we are at Studio Loft 104. We're having a session day today. So I thought that it would be a good idea maybe to sit down and talk a little bit with Sheena. So if you're a bride, maybe looking for a makeup artist, or just doing an engagement shoot or anything, looking for a makeup artist, she's the lady to answer your questions. So introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, my name is Sheena. I'm 23 years old and I've been doing makeup for 2 years professionally now. I've been doing makeup since I was 16 for fun, but then I decided to finally take it seriously when I went to college and I fell in love with it then. A little bit more about myself. Makeup is also a side gig for me. It's not my full-time job, and it's just a side hobby that ended up becoming something that I do every single weekend now and have a lot of fun doing it, and I love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Cool. So how long have you been in business?
I have been in business. This year will be my first official year in business, so I'm almost at 1 year. I finally decided to take it seriously last year, so.
Cool. So if somebody's searching for a photographer, there's like so many different options out there. Just the same with makeup artists. So tell me a little bit about kind of what sets your business apart, or what you do differently than everyone else to try, and get business.
One thing that I like to try to do differently is make sure that person that is getting their makeup done feels like the queen is getting the best treatment they possibly can. I like to throw in a little mini facial every now and then, especially for brides. I love to do mini facials on them and make sure they're super well hydrated and they have a mask, and I like to give them the full-blown treatment because I feel like when you are getting a makeup application, it is an investment. It is quite a bit of money. It's not something you want to just throw on some makeup and whatever. It's something that you want to see last throughout the day. You want to see them feel good about themselves, and you want them to have the best experience possible. So I always make sure my brides feel like they are number one.
That's good. Yeah, I think that's really important when people are paying a lot of money for something, that they really feel like they, made a good investment.
For sure, yes.
So for somebody who's maybe never had their makeup done before by a makeup artist and is maybe nervous about booking, what would be kind of your advice to those people?
If you're a bride and you've never gotten your makeup done, or you don't really wear makeup and it's a special event, or even if you're not a bride, even if you're getting your makeup done anytime, I definitely recommend to do a trial if you're a little bit scared of makeup, because it is a lot of makeup if you think about it. People aren't used to, I put makeup on girls and they're like, it doesn't feel like a lot of makeup, but for me it is a lot of makeup, and in the end they love it because they never see themselves in that view. So it is one of those things, if you're a little bit scared of it, I do recommend to do a trial run. I'm always open to just talking if you have any questions at all. My phone is always on. I'm always on my phone. Always. So
part of the job.
Yeah. So if anybody ever had any questions, even girls who just message me on Instagram, just ask me recommendations and stuff, I'm always open to talk. I'm always there. So I want everybody to feel most comfortable when they sit in my chair and know that they're going to get their best money that they paid for. So.
Yeah, totally. And a really good tip too is if you're looking at getting your engagement photos done, get your makeup trial the day of your engagement photos if possible, because then you can, feel super fabulous on your engagement day, and also have that trial to make you kind of less nervous about it if you're nervous.
Yeah, and you're getting the best bang for your buck that way.
Yeah,
too,
totally. So from all that you've learned owning a business like this far, what would be your quickest tip or advice to give to somebody just coming into the industry?
In the makeup industry, or the industry in general? Okay, makeup industry, practice, and more practice. For sure, always practice. I take lots of opportunities to work with other photographers, even though I do love this girl. I do take lots of opportunities, every opportunity I can, to network, to connect, to go to events, to meet other photographers, other hairstylists, makeup artists, because you never know what in the industry, who might be able to need you one day, or if another makeup artist needs you one day, then at least you have that connection, that network. But definitely, if you're first starting out in makeup artistry, you definitely need to practice. Definitely just ask some of your friends to be a model for you, and to just keep practicing, because honestly, practice makes perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I think a really tough thing coming into the business side of things was the whole business side of it. So we love the art side of it, the photography, the makeup. But the business, the taxes, all those kinds of things. What would be your biggest tip maybe for the business side of things?
Advice. honestly, I figured everything out myself, and I did a makeup artistry course, but halfway through the makeup artistry course, it was also a business course as well.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot through that. Definitely invest in talking to somebody, because you'll be blown away with what you can do with tax-wise and like write-offs and stuff like that. Like, stuff that blew me away, I was like, I never knew I could write some stuff off, so I'm just happy now that my eyes are open to that. But definitely sit down and talk to somebody. I'm always open, again, if people need advice and they need something, like I'm always open to talk to anybody. I like helping other women, especially in the industry, to get started, so it is really confusing when you first get into it. I don't think I figured out how to actually run a business since November. November was when I was like, what?
I still don't think I know.
No, I'm still learning every day too, right? So it's just one of those things that with time you'll know.
Yeah.
First coming into it, it's a little overwhelming, I'm gonna admit.
Totally overwhelming.
But you'll get used to it after a while once you figure everything out. It's baby steps.
Yeah, totally. So how would you describe your signature look or like your desired style?
On myself or a bride?
Ooh, both.
Okay. Me, I'm a glam girl. I love to glam up. I very much love to cake on the eyelashes and the mascara. Like, I love eyelashes. I can't go a day without wearing them, it feels like, even though during the week I don't wear makeup at all. So me, it's like super glam, but I'm actually a tomboy, which is really funny.
Oh, weird.
But I love makeup so much that I just love wearing it. Like, I can go get down and dirty on the farm, no problem, but I'll be with nails and heels and yeah, it's so funny, but my dad doesn't understand it to this day. And on a bride, I just love the classic glam look. There's something about that like beautiful red lip and just a nice wing. Like something about that that is like my favorite look I ever done on a bride. Not too many brides like to do that. Everybody likes to do the natural or like the full glam, but there's that one bride that loves that classic glam, and that just, yes, that's my favorite.
Oh, that's awesome. What would be your 3 beauty do's and don'ts?
She tricked me with this one.
or 1 or 2, however many you can
Alright,
come up with what comes to mind.
Okay, I'll give you some don'ts first.
Okay.
Never sleep in your makeup. Do not ever sleep in your makeup.
Guilty.
I'm guilty of it too every now and then. Sometimes you have
I've been
one
getting
too
better.
many glasses of wine.
Exactly, yeah.
But definitely don't sleep in your makeup. I've noticed a significant difference in my skin once I stopped doing that. Well, you do it every now and then. It's hard to avoid it, but try not to, even if you just makeup wipe your face before bed or something. Another don't I would say is don't be afraid to play around and play with color. I feel a lot of people are stuck in the whole neutral zone.
Totally.
And don't realize like how beautiful color can actually be. So don't be afraid to play with color. I know neutrals are beautiful as well, but I'm a color girl myself. I love doing colorful looks. If you ever saw my Instagram page, but I love doing color. So bridal is nice because you get that like mix of the neutral, but then I do really colorful on myself.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's another don't. Don't be scared to take chances either, to really put yourself out there. Like this is saying if you're becoming a makeup artist or even just everyday person, don't be scared to throw your name out there. I know when I started out, I was very like shy and I didn't know how to talk to people very well. And for some reason, I just one day sat down, emailed a bunch of companies, emailed some photographers, and that's how my business started pretty much. So I got really busy after that. So honestly, don't be scared. You never know what's going to come out of it. The worst thing that could happen is rejection and no. So as long as you can deal with that, you're good.
So we went over the don'ts. Now, what are your 3 beauty do's?
3 beauty do's. So my first one will be always wear sunscreen.
Yes.
Every single day, put sunscreen on your face.
Yes.
Every single day. I don't care if it's raining outside, winter, always put sunscreen.
Yeah, I have a face lotion that has sunscreen.
Yes.
So every day, like, because I would forget to like put sunscreen on, so I'm just has it in my lotion.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, sunscreen is the most important beauty product you could ever use besides water, which leads into my next one. Always drink water. Always try to drink the most water you can. I know it's hard some days. Some days you skip out. Some days we have other alcohol, something. So definitely make sure you always drink water. I try, like I have a huge jug that I didn't bring it with me today, so I shouldn't be saying, but I always carry this jug around with me and I always drink water. Your skin will thank you, and you'll just be glowing from within. Another do is, just take care of yourself. Always take care of yourself. Always make time for yourself. I know some days we get so wrapped up in our everyday lives and we get so busy that we forget to take care of ourselves. I mean, always, especially moms. I have a lot of brides that are moms and they're always focusing on everybody else around them, and I have to like sit them down and I'm like, think of your wedding day. It's your day. Enjoy it. So it's one of those things where they actually take a step back and they're like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, I'm always worried about everybody else, but today is my day. So just always try to make time for yourself and take care of yourself, because you never, like, you're the only version of you and you have to take care of it. So.
Yeah, and I think I've been starting to try and schedule more time to do that. So like I've been scheduling massages kind of like before, so that, you know, it like comes up and I'm like, okay, I have to go. Like I can't make an excuse. So I think you have to really schedule that time in.
You do. You have to always try. Like sometimes you have to say no to things. I'm really bad for that. I'm a yes man. I say yes to everything. And my boyfriend hates me for it. But you gotta just make that time. You just have to. You have to force yourself to.
Totally. So I know that you have a YouTube channel. So when did you start your YouTube channel, and kind of, you know, how did that all kind of start?
So it started when I was in college. I think I was like 19, 20. I don't even remember. It was that age. So yeah, I started in college. I was living down in Calgary. I was going to school for architecture at the time. And I didn't know anybody when I moved to Calgary, so most of the time when I got home from school, I like sat in my bedroom and just watched YouTube. That's all I did. So I came across, I think it was Toddy Westbrook on YouTube. She's like one of my favorite gurus ever. But I stumbled across her and just fell in love with her, and it kind of just roller coastered from that. So one day, the guy I was dating at the time, he told me just to pick up a camera and start filming, because I would always practice looks on myself, but I would never do it. So I ended up actually picking up a camera and bought some studio lighting, just because I was in a basement bedroom. It was so dark. So I bought a couple like lights, and yeah, ever since then I've been doing it. It's crazy how things can take off though. Like, I never thought till this day I'd have like 400 and some subscribers. Like,
that's
it's so weird. I know it's not a lot, but
no, that's awesome.
Crazy. But yeah, like 400 people out there watch my videos, and it's crazy. So yeah,
that's super
awesome.
How it started. So who's somebody that inspires you?
This is so hard. There's honestly, I don't have like a certain inspiration in like the beauty world, I guess. I'm kind of inspired from certain makeup artists and certain designers especially, but I think what inspires me the most is just the women in this industry. How we can all come together. There's something about the industry that we're in where we're all kind of like a family, and we all really love to collaborate and work together, and we really love to uproot each other and uplift uplift each other, and to like bring each other together. And honestly, I think that's what inspires me to keep going, because the friendships that I've gotten under the makeup industry just blows my mind, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Some of the girls that I've met doing this, like even you probably, some of the women that you've met, it's just crazy to hear their stories and to talk to them about why they started, why they love doing what they love. And I think it's just the everyday woman that just keeps me going. Yeah,
totally. Community is such like a buzzword right now, but I think that it's a positive thing, because I think it's really, you know, inviting everyone to connect and to kind of come together, which is super helpful, especially starting out and stuff.
Well, it's awesome too, because if you ever need anything, you have multiple people you can call, so it's great that way.
Yeah. Okay, so my last question is, I know that you have another full-time job, just like myself. So finding, you know, free time as a business owner and a full-time, you know, employee for another person can be quite difficult. So what do you do to kind of create some space or some time for you personally, or for you and your family, or you and your boyfriend?
So it's actually really difficult to do that, especially working like a 9 to 5, and then every weekend I either have a bride or a shoot, or this weekend I had 2 shoots. So it's learning the life balance, but at the same time it really helps to just put your phone down at night, and to really, that's why I live with my boyfriend, so it's like to really just put your phone down and just enjoy that time together, because he works crazy amount of hours too, so it's hard for us to even spend time together. I'm lucky enough that my family lives really close to me, so it's easy just to stop in and say hi to them. I talk to my parents every single day. My brothers are my best friends, so we find time to always get together. Even on the weekends, we always have a barbecue together. We always spend time together. We make sure the family gets together once a week. So that's how we make sure we have time as a family together. And then me and my boyfriend, we try to do date night once a week, but sometimes we're just so tired and want to just lay in bed and watch a movie.
Hey, that's date night.
That is.
Wine and a movie, that's like a perfect date night.
So it's just knowing when to shut yourself off and to just be there. It is really hard, but I try to do it every evening. I try to, after 8 o'clock, I put my phone down and I just enjoy being there. So.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having me.
This is going to be an awesome video, especially for people, you know, who don't know a lot about the makeup industry, or for brides looking for a makeup artist. This is your gal. So this is Seanna and Sheena. We'll say goodbye for today. We are about to head off and do our studio loft shoot. So we're just
excited.
Waiting for everyone to arrive. And also, you guys should check out this, if you're in Edmonton, you should check out this place. So this is Studio Loft 104. This is Sharon Litchfield's studio, and it is so gorgeous, and we're so excited to shoot here today. So thanks for joining in, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye.
Bye.